Right, so today we'll be doing a mixed practice of Unit 2. So that includes finding equations from tables, graphs, word problems, as well as ordered pairs. So let's look at this first example. It says, which of the following functions can represent the graph on the coordinate plane? So for an equation, I know that I need my m, which is my slope, and my B, which is my y-intercept. I need those two items. So first I'm going to identify my y-intercept. Remember, your y-intercept is where your line crosses the y-axis. So my line crosses the y-axis at 2. Okay? So my y-intercept is positive 2. Next, I am going to complete my rise over run. Okay? So I have rise over run. So I have 1 point. I need to choose 2 points. I need to choose a point that crosses exactly at an X and exactly at a Y. So I'm going to choose this point here, which is 1, 5. Okay. So I have my 2 points. I'm going to do my rise over run. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3. Notice I pay attention to my scale. Do not forget to pay attention to the scale on your X and Y axis. Okay. So I go up 3. Then I go over 1. So my rise over run is 3 over 1. My line is positive. So my slope is 3. So my equation would be y equals 3x plus 2. So then I need to find the equation that matches. And I have y equals 3x plus 2. So my answer is C. Another way that I could do this, I could go to Stat, Edit, and I can put my 2 points that I have here on my line into my table. So when x is 0, y is 2. And then when x is 1, y is 5. Okay, then I press Stat again. I go over to Calc. I'm going to go to 4, which is linear regression. Calculate. So my slope m is 3 and my y-intercept is 2. So you still get the same equation of y equals 3x plus 2. Now let's take a look at number 2. It says the set of ordered pairs has a linear relationship between x and y, which means it creates a line. Which one of the following functions can represent this set of ordered pairs? So what I need to do, I have this set of ordered pairs. One way that I could do this without a calculator is by creating a table. So if I create my table, I still only need 2 points. So I have 0, -5, and 2, 3. So I could do my change in y over change in x, or I could place this into the table. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my calculator, I'm going to place this into the table. So I'm going to go to Edit. I'm going to change my values. This one is -5. Also, remember your negative. So that's why that happened. So remember, when you're putting a -5, press this is your negative button, not the subtraction button. So this is -5. Okay. And then when x is 2, y is 3. Okay. Enter. And then I go back to Stat. I go back to Calc. Linear regression. My x list is list 1. My y list is list 2. So my m is 4 and my b is -5. Notice I still write down my work. I'm going to write down my answers so that I can find the answer by matching what I have. So I have y equals 4x minus 5. okay? So I can already get rid of B and I can get rid of D because my y-intercept is positive, but my y-intercept is negative. So my equation matches A, okay? Y equals 4x minus 5. Let's take a look here. I still need to be able to write my equation. So I know I need M and B, okay? M and B. So M is going to be my change in Y over change in X. Remember, it's the whole fraction. So first I'm going to find my change in Y. To go from 3 to 10, I'm adding 7. To go from 10 to 7, plus 7, right? So my change in Y is 7. To go from 0 to 1, I add 1. And 1 to 2, I add 1. Okay? So Y equals 7 over 1, which is 7. So M is equal to 7. I notice you see a change in the pattern. So this is tripled, and then this would be tripled, but it is the same thing. So my slope is 7. In the table, in order to find my y-intercept, I need to see when x is 0, what's my y value. So this would be, so you would highlight or circle your y-intercept. So when x is 0, y is 3. So now I'm going to write my equation, which would be y equals 7x plus 3. So I can look at my answers and I can flip this equation. So it can be y equals 3 plus 7x. Okay. It can be either way. So my answer would be B. Notice how I am writing down my work. I am showing the work. I'm matching what I was given to the answers and not trying to just guess. You have to make sure you match your work to the answer. Okay. Last but not least, we have a word problem. It says the line has a slope of -9 and passes through the point 0.8 of the coordinate plane. Which of the following functions can represent this line? So we know M is our slope and B is our y-intercept. So it says our slope is -9. And we know our y-intercept is when x is 0, it's our y value, or when our line crosses the y-axis. So when x is 0, the y value is 8. So my equation would be y equals -9x plus 8, or y equals 8 minus 9x. Okay, so my answer choice would be D. Also, keep in mind with word problems, your slope represents numbers that repeat. So you would look for the words per, each, and every. Okay, and your y-intercept does not repeat. It's a one-time fee. It's where you begin. Okay, so remember with word problems, per, each, and every represents your slope, and your y-intercept represents numbers that do not repeat. It's a one-time fee. It's a beginning point, and it's always in the form of y equals mx plus b. Now you will complete your activity for today, and make sure you're using your calculator to double check your answers.